And we start with Leicester City, the home side, who make 4 changes. Leo Stretton in goal, a back 4 of Lukman Hadid, Alpha Diallo, Maxwell Adeji and Fabian Simons. Tinashe Manyumba, Will Lawrence are the 2 holding midfielders, with Bismarck Owusu, Joe Kalanjo Allen, the 15-year-old, and Hugo Delisle, who play in behind Jack Fletcher, who leads the line. Moving on to Crystal Palace, who make a fistful of changes. 5 changes for Javier Alonso today, rotating, and 2 players away on England under-16 duty. Luca Benetton and Milo Bernard get that honour, so it means Jack Mason's in goal. A back 3 of probably Chuck Sakoli, Olu Shitu and Jacob Fasida. GM Ray Greaves, Ewan Danaher and Jamal Lee, with Rahan Anderson. The middle 4, Stuart Ajuru, will buzz in and around Dante Martin and David Angibo, the 2 players tasked with leading the line. Start tomorrow. We've got audio commentary of that game. The under-21s play on Monday, travelling to West Ham, a 7 o'clock start at Rush Green. And we are underway in this fixture, with Palace kicking from left to right in this first half. The ball goes out towards the left-hand side. It's kept in by Anderson, who goes back to Fasida. Down the line it goes. Leicester, though, clear their lines up towards Fletcher, who's leading the line. Martin, who got that brace at Peterborough, looking to try and do something positive early on. He will play up top with Angibo. Those 2 have struck up a partnership, a good understanding. And the free kick goes Leicester's way, that's taken quickly. Forward it goes, and it just strays out of play for a goal kick. Jack Mason, the goalkeeper, just moves the ball back into the 6-yard box. Leicester looking to try and employ the high press and to try and win the ball back as it's played up towards halfway. Flicked on into the path of Angibo. He's got Martin up ahead. Martin just in from the touchline, left-hand side. Looks to try and shape across. Does play it in towards Angibo. And the goalkeeper, Stretton, has to go down at the edge of his 6-yard box to confidently deal with the cross. Here's a chance just to look at it again. You can see the ball worked into the wide area. It was played in off the left foot. Always comfortable for the goalkeeper. And Leicester now get the chance to knock it forward over towards Colangelo Allen, only 15 years of age. Here's Simons, the former Fulham player. His brother plays for Bolton Wanderers, slightly older, as Chuck Sakoli comes across on the cover, showing his versatility today, playing in the back 3. Sakoli goes forward up towards halfway. And Ewan Danaher, who's always so impressive in that engine room, trying to get it forward early towards Angibo. Ball thrown up the line. Simons was the player who played it forward. Gets another chance just to take the throw. Both sides feeling each other out in these opening moments. That's gone out of play, surely. It should be a Leicester throw. Might even have gone Palace's way if it did take a deflection. It did. And the throw-in will be taken by Shitu. Down the line it goes. Didn't quite get hold of it. But off the left foot, he just plays it forward up towards the edge of the 18-yard box, where it's headed clear by Diallo. Greaves has got it on this right-hand side. Lovely turn from Lee. He's done really nicely as he won a corner. Looks like it has just shaped out of play for the first corner of the game. Going Palace's way. In fact, it might be a throw right down by the corner flag. We await to see. No, the corner has been awarded by the assistant. And the early chance for GM Ray Greaves to hopefully pick out one of the targets, and they are plentiful. One arm goes up in the air as Greaves floats one in, a deep cross. Headed away from danger by Leicester, but only towards the edge of the 18-yard box, where Lee tries to play it forward once more. And now Leicester have got the opportunity to break forward. Just in from the touchline, they've got it. Forward goes the charge. Owusu plays it back, and out of play it goes off a Palace shirt for a throw that will be taken by Colangelo Allen. He might just leave it here for Simons, Simons, the left back. He's got options ahead as he throws the ball up the line. Nice little turn away from Danaher by the Leicester player. Good interception and win back, but Simons wins his header again. And as it comes out towards this right-hand side, it's very good work from Greaves, who wins a free kick. Assistant referee spotting the foul. 5 minutes played in the East Midlands. It was a sliding block initially. And as he looked to try and go infield, he was certainly caught by Simons. He just moved the ball quickly and made it difficult for the defender. Here's Fasida for Palace. To Okoli, and Fasida gets it back. Palace looking for the double after that emphatic win in the reverse fixture at Copers Cope. 4-2 on that day. Chitu plays it forward, and infield it goes. Leicester looking to try and play on the front foot where possible. Shifted out towards this left-hand side for Colangelo Allen. In towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but Okoli's taken up a good position. Greaves can go back to Chitu. Anjibu uses his body well. Good battling away from the Palace number 11. Leicester clear through Diallo, but only out of play it goes on that far side. This is the show pitch at Leicester's training facility. Club's changed massively from the days when the first team used to play at Filbert Street, just over the road now at the new ground. And these training facilities, very impressive on the eye. And Leicester coming forward towards halfway. The first team, of course, have got work to do to stay in the championship. But all that matters is watching the young guns in action against Palace. And one of the very best young guns, Danaher, just clears up towards halfway. Very good intricate play though, Simons at the heart of it as he plays it forward up towards Fletcher. Fletcher's got an option on his right hand side. Owusu had cut infield. It just strays out at the expense of a throw going Palace's way. Apologies that there was just some foul language that was used by one of the players. We apologise for that. As the ball is shifted out towards this right-hand side for Greaves. Infield it goes towards Lee. Lee to Fasida. Fasida plays it forward, but it strays out of play once again for a throw to Leicester. Palace coming into it in good form. Javier Alonso, despite having to keep change his squad because of the amount of matches coming thick and fast and international commitments. The 1-1 draw against Spurs last time out, that was a week ago. And then, of course, midweek, that victory against Peterborough in the Premier League Cup, going through to the last 4. Further 5 changes being made today. Luca and Milo Bernard away on England under-16 duty. We wish them the very best of luck. Always nice to get the opportunity to represent your country. And Palace very good in that regard at developing players, giving them the platform to go and play for national teams. As the ball is played forward, it's just hooked clear again by Palace. Anjibo will chase the ball down, but it should be comfortable for Stretton. No real pattern to the game so far. No chances at either end if you are just joining us. Plenty of curve on that ball as it came out of play on this near side. With the camera set very close to the pitch and the microphones in situ, it does mean that we are getting quite a bit of atmos and effect, which is always positive and pleasing to hear, but occasionally there might be the odd strong word, and we apologise for that should it materialise. 10 minutes have elapsed, no goals as yet. Aegean Ray Greaves goes back to Shitu. It's now with Akoli. And Fasida on that trusty left foot gets the opportunity just to come forward. Chucks Akoli playing as the middle one of the three. Comes out towards this right-hand side and then shifts it back to the left. Leicester happy just to sit in, and Palace can play across their back line. Now the chance to break for the home side. Ewan Danaher's got to be careful here. Calmness personified as he goes back to the keeper. Mason, one of 5 changes today. Fasida to Shitu, up to the halfway line it goes. It's a good turn from Anjabo. He's got a couple of players all around him. To ground he goes, but the referee plays an advantage. And the chance for Shitu to try and break forward. Wasn't really an advantage to play there. And as the ball came off the Palace player, to inflict more pain onto the advantage that he played, it's going to be a Leicester throw. No real pressure on the ball as it's played forward up towards Fletcher. That's a free kick going Palace's way for a foul on Greaves. Javier Alonso continuing to shout instruction to his team. Both he and Svetislav Todorov have struck up a good partnership. It's been a good season so far. Lee in midfield, slides one towards this right-hand side where Greaves tries to float the ball across goal. It's a real strong challenge from Simons, who came across on the cover. It's a good slide rule pass, wasn't it, from Lee? The defender certainly wasn't giving up and managed to stop the cross. It goes out at the expense of a second corner of the game to Palace. 12 minutes have been played. As you can see, supporters just looking on, enjoying the opportunity and chance to witness the next generation in action. Corner will be taken by Greaves. Towards the near post it comes, headed away from danger. A little bit flat, the delivery, as Fasida looks to get it out towards the same player. Eventually it finds its way towards Greaves, who floats one in again. Good defensive header goes in from Leicester. The volley towards the near post, just wide off the target. Greaves floating one in off the right foot. The first header was one. The effort went in from distance. Good execution to keep it down and get a fair bit of power and pace onto the shot. But the goalkeeper would always expect to cover it at his near post. Owusu trying to run in behind, but it had just strayed out of play. It will be a throw to Palace that will be taken by Fasida. Looking for options up ahead. Headed away by Adid. And the Leicester captain Diallo just battling away. Free kick goes the way of Leicester. We'll just have a chance to see it again. You can see plenty of pushing and shoving. Diallo eventually going to ground under that shirt pull. The referee felt that it was a foul. Greaves looks to try and get it clear. Might just leave it on this occasion to Shitu, who goes infield to the goalkeeper Mason. Might well be a Leicester throw. I think it came off the Palace player last. Again, apologies about that strong language. Cleared by Palace up towards halfway, where Diallo hooks it clear, and it can't be kept in on that far side by Owusu. Throw to Palace. 15 minutes have quickly elapsed in this fixture. No goals as yet between a Palace side who could move back on points, level on points with Tottenham. Game in hand rather on the North London side, who are 3 points ahead. Chelsea hold a 5-point advantage at the top of the campaign. Infield go Palace through Fasida, and now the chance for Lee to break clear. Slots one forward over the top into Martin, who got those 2 goals midweek at Peterborough, coming off the bench to really make his mark and show his quality. Danaher in midfield, keeping hold of it. Shifted wide right. Greaves might get the chance to get the afterburners on here and run towards the dead ball line. Has to just hold it up. He's got an option just in behind. Lee tries to cross. Cleared away from danger by Leicester. A long up and under. Danaher underneath it. His header goes straight into the path of a Leicester player. Lawrence shifts it out towards Owusu. Great use of the body. Very good battling once more from Fasida. Plenty of coaches looking on. Adam Baradell is the under-18 head coach for Leicester, and he said in the build-up to this game, it's about looking to try and be purposeful in your play, but developing players, and Lawrence Hutchinson has moved from the 18s to the 21s for the East Midlands side in this campaign. Gary Rowett going in until the end of the season for Leicester, a former player, of course, as Leicester come into the box. And the chance for Fletcher to try and break clear. His run was just thwarted as the ball was played in behind towards Delisle. It runs through to Jack Mason, the goalkeeper. Greaves. Comes forward for Palace. Apologies that we are having 1 or 2 problems with the live pictures that we're picking up. That ball just goes wide off the target. The effort from Leicester. And it is going to be a corner, so it must have been saved by the goalkeeper. Good work from Jack Mason. It will be a corner from the right-hand side that will be taken by Hugo Delisle. We are picking up the pictures from Leicester and seeing what you're seeing as the corner comes in from the right-hand side towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It just evaded David Angibo. Cleared by Palace up towards halfway, where Lukman Adid plays a real powerful ball over the top. You could hear the Leicester bench saying that he's not off. He did run from deep, but never likely to get on the end of that real powerful pass forward. Fasida over this goal kick. Just moves from one side of the 6-yard box to the other. The referee just asking Palace to get the game restarted nice and quickly. Mason to Okoli, and it went forward up towards halfway. That's good battling away. Lee wasn't happy with the conduct of the Leicester player. He felt that he was fouled. Referee was close to the action. Will Lawrence shifts it towards that far side, where there's a nice little interception from Anderson. Goes out of play for a throw to the home side. In the middle of your picture, there's Svetoslav Todorov with Javier Alonso just giving some instruction, pointing out to his players where he wants them to be on the pitch. He works so hard in that regard, the Spaniard, to make sure that there's a real thorough understanding of the requirements. As the ball is shifted out towards this left-hand side, Colangelo Allen has got the chance to come infield. Gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence to Manyumba. And Owusu now has it on the right-hand side. Tries to get on the outside. Floats one in. It takes a deflection again off a Palace shirt, and it will be another corner. 2 corners apiece inside the opening 20 minutes of this game. Crucially, though, no goals at either end. An outswinger incoming. You wondered if it might be a short corner, but it is going to be floated into the box towards the penalty spot. It comes, headed away from danger. Palace doing enough defensively to clear their lines. Suspicions of a foul there. The referee's played another advantage. Cleared up towards halfway, where Martin will try and put the defender under pressure, but Hadid will be happy to see it go out of play. Alonso again, just congratulating his team for defending stoutly at the last opportunity. Leicester throw the ball forward. Good from Angibo, looking to try and get in behind. He initially got to the ball first, but then a chance presented itself to Leicester to clear. Sliding in was Danaher. Twisting and turning, Delisle. He's got options either side as he holds up and decides just to check back into the path of Hadid. Lawrence in midfield back to the halfway line. Here's Adedeji. And the captain Diallo. Time and space for Adedeji just to look up and assess his options. Audio commentary of the first team fixture between Palace and Wolves tomorrow, a 2 o'clock start at Selhurst. The under-21s travel to West Ham on Monday night. And next up for the under-18s, no game midweek. The next one is away, at home to West Ham, and that's next Saturday. An 11 o'clock start at the training ground in Beckenham. Almost at the midway point of this fixture. The reverse game ended in a 4-2 win for Palace, so you would think, with Palace being the great entertainers, we will see goals. At the moment, that's not proven to be the case. But things quickly change. Palace take the free kick and go back to Facida, but the referee just telling the Leicester player that he can't stand on top of the ball. Not sure much changed, but we carry on. That's a foul, and a nasty one on Rehan Anderson. Might well be a yellow card. You can see that he was protesting his innocence, but it was a yellow card for me from Alpha Diallo. Gary Izzard just giving a few words of encouragement to the team as well. Diallo's frustrated there, and that's a bad challenge. He's gone down, dropped down on the ankle, hasn't he, of the Palace player. With the scrutiny of VAR, we would look at that several times if it were a Premier League fixture. These young players made of stern stuff, and we get on with it. Facida with the free kick. Plays it forward to Ajuru off the right foot. He picks out Martin just in from the touchline, who wins the throw. The Leicester players just warming up and just told to put the ball back on the plinth there on the disc by the referee. Facida gets ready to take the throw. Palace have got that big league game against Wolves tomorrow, followed by the European fixture against Shrinsky on Thursday night at Selhurst. Leicester spreading the play, coming over towards the left-hand side as they attack up towards halfway. Colangelo Allen might only be 15 years of age, but he's a decent player. On the slide is Olu Shitu, and out of play it goes for a throw, and it came off the Leicester player last, so it will go Palace's way. Shitu goes back to Okoli. You can hear the Leicester bench just appealing for a foul throw. You don't really see them given these days. A Leicester throw on the other side of the pitch. Neither goalkeeper has been troubled so far. A couple of corners apiece. But those forward momentum hasn't really yielded anything. Throw on that far side. Martin might well have been caught. Runs away, struggling a wee bit. Fasida comes forward to take the throw. There is Javier Alonso again, telling the players just to zip it about and look to try and make those runs in behind. Difficult because Leicester are playing with that defensive low block. Greaves' pass off the left foot was a little bit wayward, intercepted by Leicester. Infield it goes, worked out towards this left-hand side. I think that Colangelo Allen felt it was a foul. Quickly told to get back up. You can see the referee just telling the Palace player to get the game started from the correct position. Eventually it's worked over to Fasida by Stuart Adjuro. Leicester go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Here's Adjuro making sure that he gets his body across the Leicester player and wins a free kick for a foul by Lawrence. Desperate to try and win the ball back for the home side, who know that it's quite a big game for them. Leicester looking to try and catch Palace up in the table. 7th, 4 points behind Palace. A win would move them to within just one solitary point of their opponents, but Palace will know they'll go level on points with Tottenham in second should they get the 3 points on offer. So something to play for both teams. A Leicester throw on the far side. Palace coming into this game with 5 changes. Some rotation and 2 enforced changes with Luca Benetton and Milo Bernard away on duty with the England youth squad, the under-16s. Here is Mason, one of those 5 changes. Rolling it towards this right-hand side for Shitu and getting it back. Chucks Okoli put under pressure. He held his nerve to keep hold of the ball. Pitch at times just holding up a wee bit.
Good hassle, good hassle. Hey, just turn out and do it.
Some coaching from both sides. On the far side, you can see the 2 benches.
Get in front of your man. There you go, start there. Start there, you get your run up. Movement, come on.
Simon's over this throw. Forward it goes where Danaher puts the Leicester player under pressure. It's a good interception and win back. Impressive from Ajuru. Just dropping off that more advanced position. The goalkeeper had to really struggle there. It wasn't the best of clearances across to Fasida. Leicester have the chance to try and do something on the angle. They come in field. The effort goes in and bent into the bottom corner. You have to say that's a wonderful finish from Owusu. He took his time, cut in field, and then arrowed one into the bottom corner. Maybe he was afforded a little bit too much time to get the effort away. That could possibly frustrate Palace. But you have to say from that moment on, it was a clinical finish. It wasn't the best of clearances from the goalkeeper who was put under pressure. Fasida got half a touch, and as he cut infield, he's just side-footed it into the bottom corner. I'm sure that Palace will look back at that and think to themselves they might well have defended it a wee bit better. As it is, on the half-hour mark, it's the home side who lead. Back to the drawing board for Palace. Arms crossed for Javier Alonso, who has to just think of a way back into this game. Owusu is a talented player from the wide area, but we haven't really seen too much of him. But he's got his goal and he's given his team the lead. Fasida knocks it forward up towards Martin. Neither Martin or Angibo have really been able to get into the game so far. Good battling from Palace in midfield. The ball is played forward here towards Lee. He's got the chance just to break forward. Gives it to Ajuro, who's always worth a goal. Good header from Shitu. Greaves looks to try and get it back to him. He's going to put pressure on the goalkeeper in defence. Jack Mason gets it clear. Leicester have themselves a throw on the halfway line. Up the line it goes. Free kick goes Palace's way. Danaher just kicks it back into the correct position. Coley takes the free kick. Slightly heavy touch there from Greaves, but he might be able to run in behind here. Good battling away from Simons. Fasida out of position. Danaher just covers that position. Good from he, and he wins the throw. Put under pressure by Hugo Delisle. In fact, the ref's given a free kick. The assistant did flag. Shitu to Akoli. Fasida gives it back to Akoli once more. Shitu to Greaves. Greaves up towards halfway for Martin, who twists away from his opponent, then gives it back to Danaher. Palace keeping hold of the football and knocking the ball around, but nothing really meaningful in the final third as yet. Things can quickly change as it's played up towards Angibo, who twists away and tries to play in Martin. Martin came off the bench to score those couple of goals against Peterborough midweek. A repeat would be nice. He's on the ball here, just heading it forward towards Angibo, into the box. Angibo looks to try and play one across goal, and it just shapes away from the path of Martin, who was trying to get in there and cause concern. Angibo got there ahead of the defender, played the ball across goal. It was a looping cross just ahead of Martin and Greaves, the two players inside the box. Cleared up towards halfway by the goalkeeper. Palace win it back, trailing by a goal to nil. So the goalkeeper has to come out and head the ball clear. Wasn't easy, he was put under pressure by Jake Fletcher. In the end, good understanding from the goalkeeper and last line of defence. Wayward with the pass from Manyumba. Fasida with the throw. Infield he goes to Lee. Greaves goes back to Shitu. Now it's with Danaher. Just given away. It wasn't accurate, the pass to him. And here's Owusu, the goal scorer. He's got an option on his outside. Delisle looks to try and cut one back into Owusu once more. Worked wide right to Adid. Owusu tries to ride the challenge. He's still got it, causing issues as he plays it infield. Fasida does well just to stop the Leicester player winning it back. And Anjabo now will try to use his pace and physical strength. Martin up there with him. In the end, Leicester defended the situation nicely. 10 to play until half-time. 1-0 Leicester lead. Danaher's got to be careful here. He leaves it for Fasida. Off the outside of the left foot, he goes forward up towards Martin. Good strength from Diallo, the captain. It's a foul though, and Diallo, if he's awarded the foul, should be spoken to, and he's got to be careful because he's on a yellow card. Heard the Leicester bench just saying that it's not a head injury. Certainly appears to be the area that they're looking to me. We'll just get the chance to see it again. He's got his hand around his throat, hasn't he? Look where he is, the Leicester defender. You can see that Diallo is saying that Dante Martin is doing likewise. But the Leicester player appeared to be the aggressor to me. And on a yellow card, he's got to be careful. With the stoppage in play, just gives both coaches the chance just to impart some advice onto their players. Javier Alonso never afraid of doing that. Martin appears to be okay. He's back up on his feet. Palace won the reverse fixture by 4 goals to 2. Bernard Ajuru, Bernard Ferguson and Anjabo scoring the goals on that day. Martin will have to go off to come back on again. Should be a Palace free kick, but he's just going to drop the ball. Referee does just that, and Palace have possession once more. As the ball was cleared, it took the deflection off the Palace player. Ewan Danaher and Delisle. Delisle, the attack-minded midfielder, just ahead of the other players, Manyumba and Lawrence. Fasida has to be careful here as he goes back to the goalkeeper. Lee clears. Palace throw on that far side, which Fasida will take. There's been no real rhythm to this performance so far, considering how well the under-18s have played throughout the season. Yet to really get going in this game. Good from Leicester again. Stopping the ball from being cleared was Joe Colangelo Allen, the 15-year-old. Trying to pen Palace in. You can hear the game plan.
Good, Jace. Good. And again.
Flicked on, but the header was won by Shitu, and that's a foul. He moved the ball so quickly there, Danaher. Got a real understanding. Martin tries to put the defender Adid under pressure. And out of play, it goes on that far side. A reminder that Benji Casey, who scored a lot of goals for the under-18s this season, was involved for the under-21s in the Premier League International Cup win on Friday night against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Or Thursday night, sorry. Losing my days. But he scored the goal. Won the penalty. Wednesday night, dear, dear, dear. I'll get it right. I need that extra Weetabix. So Wednesday night was the night when the victory took place. On Tuesday, we saw the under-18s beat Peterborough. That definitely happened on that day, and Dante Martin scored a couple of goals. The following evening, Benji Casey played his part in that magnificent victory that saw Palace progress, and we'll hear from him at half-time. We'll also have half-time highlights from this game and that Borussia Mönchengladbach victory. That was very, very pleasing on the eye. Of course, the German side have won all of their games in that competition at the group stages until Palace beat them at Sutton's VBS Community Stadium, and we'll look back on that one as well as hearing from Benji. So all that to look forward to. 5 to play until the break. Palace trailing by a goal to nil, and that's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. That's just gone out of play. Palace, of course, had that European adventure in Herzegovina, going over to Bosnia, 1 apiece, going into the return leg with Srinski. And that game will take place on Thursday night. This time the foul throw has been awarded against Shitu. Maybe he got away with one earlier in the piece. In no real hurry, are they, to take this throw? Leicester leading by a goal to nil. Really is the perfect scoreline for them against the Palace side, who could go second should they win this game, or joint second with Tottenham. Work to do in that regard, though. Owusu's goal on the half-hour mark, separating the two sides. Cleared by Leicester up towards halfway and beyond. Appeals for a foul, quickly waved away. Adid plays it forward towards Owusu, who holds it up, twists and turns, and goes infield to Manyumba. Majuru's just committed a foul here on the same player. Just a little attempted tackle and win back of frustration. It's not been Palace's day so far. Chuksakoli went tight. Leicester come away with the ball. Running in behind is Delisle. Danaher tracking the run. It comes off the Palace player. It will be a throw to Leicester. Just 2.5 minutes to play in this first half. Majuru just had to be careful. I think he may well have lost his footing. Owusu works it out towards that right-hand side. It's a nice turn and a little tug back of the shirt. It will be a free kick going the way of Leicester. Facida just warned that that is a final offence by the referee. Just one player booked so far, Diallo, the Leicester captain, going into the referee's notebook. 2 players in the wall here for Palace. The ball is floated in off the right foot. It's going to be headed away by Chuksakoli. Lawrence with the effort, and Angibo now has the chance to break free. He's got players all around him, manages to win a throw. Right in front of the Palace bench. Fasida down the line, a looping throw. Angibo forward towards Martin. Cleared though by the home side, who are on the ball through Delisle. He's been neat and tidy so far. Fletcher's been a willing runner. He tries to put Okoli under pressure. But Okoli's done enough and done very nicely. 1 minute plus added time to go at the end of this first half. Referee just signalling to keep things moving as we edge ever closer towards the break. Leicester have their throw, which Adid will take. Up the line towards Owusu, the goal scorer. Anderson battling away with Owusu, who goes back to Adid. I'm not sure he necessarily wanted it there. Both sides appealing for the throw. Stuart Ajuru confident that it should be a Palace throw-in, and that's the way it goes. Fasida down the line. Into stoppage time we go. Ajuru looks to try and ride the challenge. The referee tried to play the advantage, as he has done throughout this game. But in the end, he just felt that Manyumba was a little bit too purposeful, and now there is going to be a yellow card here for Fletcher. Not retreating the required 10 yards. Just getting the chance to see it again, and Danaher wanted to take the free kick quickly. The option was taken away from him by the Leicester player. Looked a little bit of holding there on Angibo's shirt. Dante Martin tries to run in behind. Time running out at the end of this first half. We've had nearly a minute and a half of stoppage time. The referee just moves back into position on the halfway line. Has a little look at his watch. And Stretton will get the game back up and running. Cleared by Palace. Over the halfway line it goes. Angibo uses his strength. Might be the chance for Lee here, who helped him nicely. Ajuru's got an option on his outside. Anderson is that player. Tries to float it across the 18-yard box. Appeals for handball. Waved away, and the referee's seen enough in this first half. Just brings the opening 45 minutes to a close. And it's Leicester City who hold the advantage. Owusu scoring the only goal of the game on 30 minutes. Work to do for Javier Alonso's side in the second half. I'm sure there'll be some constructive words of wisdom from the Palace under-18 head coach. And the second half will hopefully be more purposeful in terms of the scoreline and indeed the performance. Your half-time score from the East Midlands: Leicester City 1, Crystal Palace 0. Owusu just retreating into his own half. The referee spotted it. Just shouting, be patient. And Palace will need to follow that mantra and do likewise in this second half, knowing that a goal is needed to get back into the game first and foremost. Defensive header from Fasida. Up to the halfway line it goes. Good battling away again, but Leicester come away with it. Owusu, the goal scorer, floats one in, and it's going to fall invitingly. It's a good save from Mason at that near post. He needed to save well. Jake Fletcher got the drive in, and you have to say that's a crucial save right at the start of this second half. Fletcher got the power, but he could only pick out the goalkeeper. Here's Owusu crossing it in. It wasn't the best of touches. It then came off Chuks Okoli, and the goalkeeper had to help out the defender. Bright start from Leicester to this second period. They're on the ball and coming forward again. Here's Ajuru trying to ride the challenge and get away from Lawrence.
No.
Kept it in play. Stuart Ajuru. Leicester clear. Confirmation that Delisle is the player who's gone off. Hugo Delisle to be replaced by Christian Booth. And a couple of changes for Palace as well. Monk and Awade coming on for Shitu and Greaves. Dylan Monk wearing the 16 shirt. Daniel Awade wearing the 14 shirt. You could hear the chants of referee. Free kick has been awarded. The Leicester player will just get back up. Colangelo Allen is the player who went to ground. Still feeling the effects of the challenge. So Palace making that double change in the hopes of getting back into the game. Here's Dylan Monk, the substitute, battling away. It's good from Monk. He's done well to get his body into the right position. He feels that it should be a foul and a free kick. The referee says we'll get back underway with a throw. Up the line from Monk towards Angibo, who's always a real target in the air. Over his head it goes this time into the path of Martin. Palace get the chance to come away with it. Stuart Ajuru. There's no foul at all. You could see that Diallo went to ground looking to try and win the free kick. He's still saying that he feels a yellow should have been, a free kick should have been awarded. He's on a yellow. Tasida gives it to Stuart Ajuru. He's done nicely there. Chuksakoli towards that right-hand side for Wade. Back to Monk it goes. Slightly wayward the pass over towards Ajuru. Little bit of frustration. Jack Mason looking to try and pick out Ajuru and see if something positive could come through the feet of the Palace number 10. Here's Booth, the substitute, just exchanging passes. Good challenge goes in from Macaulay. Shifted towards the right-hand side, and now maybe the chance to get away and cause some problems. Awade goes infield. Monk does well to win it back. Cleared by Leicester up towards halfway. Palace, though, get it back. No real shape or structure to the second half as yet. But Palace will be pleased to have it in Leicester's half. As it goes towards Martin, tries to run the defender. It's been a good battle between those two, Diallo and Martin. Palace free kick on that right. Dylan Monk does have a long throw, and we might be about to see it. Plenty of options for Monk to aim at as he floats it in towards, or throws it in towards Angibo. Again, Palace in no real hurry to get the game restarted. They've got their goal lead. Stretton up towards halfway, where Monk contested the ball with Colangelo Allen. Javier Alonso just talking to his team once more, trying to help them through the game as Ajuru wins his header. Up towards halfway it goes. Leicester, though, win that first ball. Wade came in from that wide area, and the home side tried to run in behind. Shitu's there, Lawrence likewise. It's good from Fasida, who gets it clear. Here's Anderson. Anderson to Ajuru. Plays it forward early. Just put far too much on that. You could certainly see what he wanted to do. Goal kick to Leicester, which is knocked back to the goalkeeper, Stratton. Owusu, the goal scorer, gets away from Fasida.
Back in.
Adi tried to play it wide right and got it slightly wrong. Out of play it goes. It's going to be a throw to the Eagles. Fasida up the line to Angibo, who won his header. Martin tries to come away with it. Might well have hurt himself there. Momentarily he was holding that left hamstring. Let's hope that's nothing too serious. Appears to be running okay. Owusu with time and space to take it out the sky and pick out a teammate. Monk, though, has other ideas and clears. Leicester throw in front of their dugout. Down the line it goes. Palace clear, and there could be the chance for Angibo in behind here. The goalkeeper just gets there. Fasida, just inside the Leicester half, works it wide left for Ajuru. He's got a player in behind. Anderson towards the dead ball line, tries to work a crossing opportunity. Corner Palace. This might represent a chance for the team in white, as Anderson looked to try and cross. It was closed down by Will Lawrence. Couple of options over this corner. Stuart Ajuru just moves away. It's going to go short, though, to him. And now there's the chance to float the ball in for Wade. Ajuru might get another opportunity. A bit of an air shot from him. Fasida tries to get it back to the same player. And now Wade floats one in. Offside flag goes up. Might possibly be a change being readied here. It is going to be Jake Fletcher going off on a yellow card, of course. And Fletcher will be replaced by Riley Carr. So 2 changes apiece. Had that chance at the start of the second half, Fletcher. Didn't see that it was injury enforced, so maybe tactical. Looked a foul on Awade. Referee agrees, free kick goes Palace's way. He's made a bit of an impact down that right-hand side, Daniel Awade, since coming on. Just gives it to Lee, who gets the chance to start playing. Danaher to Awade again. Can he work a crossing opportunity? That's not a bad one. Headed towards goal. It was almost headed towards the teammate. He was hoping Anderson might be at that back post, Angibo. He couldn't do much more than win the header. Lovely little ball into space, wasn't it, from Danaher? Didn't really get too much purchase or power on the header, Angibo, but it's a sighter. Leicester clear their lines, but only as far as Ajuru, who's done nicely, wants to try and play the advantage. There wasn't one there. The ref's got to pull it back and does. Stuart Ajuru, always very tricky. Lawrence got a little bit too tight. Then he was able to spin him and roll him, and the foul went in. Booth was also guilty of looking to try and stop the breakaway. Fasida floats one in, headed away from danger. As the effort goes in, just cleared again. Shifted towards that right-hand side, and Awade can't keep it in. Getting towards the hour mark. Leicester holding that slender 1-0 lead. Thrown into the path of Lawrence by Simons. Danaher looks to try and win it back. Lee battling away in midfield too. Here's Anderson playing the ball over the top. Too much on it for Angibo.
Yes, Jake. Yes, Jake. Brilliant, Jake. Yes, Jacob.
Fasida. To Chuksakoli. Here's Monk, the substitute. Wade tried to ride the challenge. Another change has taken place there for Palace. Josh Moana has come on, and it looks like Jamal Lee was the player to go off. Ball worked out towards this left-hand side.
Hold it.
Leicester have still got it. Over the top it goes, and Monk's got to defend well here. They're asking for a corner. And that's been turned down. Referee just having a little word with the Leicester player who was very vociferous. An hour played. Considering how well we've seen Palace play at under 18 level throughout the season, it's just not quite been vintage stuff, has it, so far? Cleared up towards halfway. Good little block challenge goes in.
Plenty of runs, Joe, plenty of runs. Make that run. Yes, sir.
Get there, JC.
Help him.
No. Home, Josh.
Moana goes back to the goalkeeper. Angibo battling away. Leicester clearing their lines through Adedeji, with Moana slotting into that back line. Chuck Sakoli has moved forward into his more favoured midfield position. Moana had to be careful there. He did nicely defensively. Up towards Angibo it went. That's not the best of back passes to the goalkeeper, but he's dealt with it nicely, Stretton. Leicester coming forward down their left-hand side. Free kick goes Palace's way. So referee just drags it back.
Number 4 again.
Free kick has been awarded. Moana will take it. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. Leicester getting ready to make another change. They'll perhaps do that at the next stoppage in play. Anderson takes the ball out the sky nicely. He's got an option on his outside. Can he play in Ajuru? What can he produce here? Into the 18-yard box he goes. Ajuru towards the dead ball line, twisting and turning. Showing a bit too much of it to the Leicester player, but Anderson and Akoli have got it back. Moana goes back to the goalkeeper. Lee has to watch that spinning ball. And here is Anderson now. Wants to go infield towards Ajuru, still going. He's got players all around him, but might have won a corner here. Goal kick, so it must have flicked off the Palace player last. Anderson played it infield. He managed to ride a challenge or two. In fairness to Lawrence, he stuck with him. Yeah, and it was just knocked by the Leicester player onto Stuart Ajuru. High up into the air it goes, a looping clearance. Good work from Anderson, this. Managed to ride the challenge. Goal kick is going to be awarded again. Anderson felt it should be a corner. Quite the contrast, this performance and latest score with the reverse fixture. The one Palace won by 4 goals to 2. There's been very little to be happy about or get excited about in the final third from a Palace perspective. Javier Alonso certainly rolled the dice, making those 3 changes with Awade, Moana and Monk all coming on. Cairo Smith-Phillips and Jayden McDonald both on the bench should they be required. Ajuru just beaten to it. Here's Moana, Fasida. Moana this time. Fasida comes across and Moana does likewise. Leicester have shown good movement in the final third. Through to the goalkeeper it goes, but the offside flag up in any case. Martin trying to run in behind and put the defender under pressure. Referee feels that there was a foul conceded there. Certainly appeared to both be at it. And once he got his body set there, Adedeji, the central defender, there was no real way round. And as the Leicester player went to ground, free kick is the outcome going into the final quarter of this game. Leicester leading by a goal to nil. Up the line it goes towards Martin. It just wouldn't quite stick within his body. Leicester clear. Angibo tried to work it wide right. Martin goes into Angibo. Chuksakoli battling away. Leicester have been solid defensively. And the goal from Owusu on 30 minutes is the difference so far. Free kick goes Palace's way. Fasida. Try to work it out towards Wade on the right-hand side, who will just leave this throw. Monk again will take it. You can just see the think tank over in that Palace technical area, trying to find a way back into the game. Harry Sotherington has come on for Leicester. Apologies for the breakup on the picture. Chuksakoli with a long straight pass. Asking a lot of Awade, but he's done nicely. We might well see another change now. Just tried to close it down, didn't he, Awade? He got there ahead of the Leicester player. There's going to be a little break in play and the tactics board is out. Javier Alonso very big at giving instruction to his team. Just hasn't quite gone the way of Palace so far, but things can quickly change, and with 20 minutes still to play, I'll certainly be hoping that's the case. Tomorrow afternoon, all eyes on the first team. Live audio commentary of Crystal Palace against Wolverhampton Wanderers. 2 o'clock kickoff for that one. The under-21s travel to West Ham next up. 7 o'clock at Rush Green for that fixture. And then the under-18s return to action next Saturday at home to West Ham. We will, of course, have you covered with those live streams. And it looks like Cairo Smith-Phillips might get an opportunity, the left winger, to come on. And this will be his debut at under-18 level. So a big, big moment for Cairo Smith-Phillips. Always nice to get the chance to come on and try and play your part. Anderson is the player who's gone off. Wouldn't it be quite the moment for the young man if he could do something purposeful in these closing stages? Just confirmation of that change on the left side of your screen. Shifted towards this left-hand side. Stuart Ajuru keeps hold of it. Just got his body across the Leicester player. All the way back to Monk, it goes via Fasida. Just straight out of play for a throw to Leicester on that left-hand side. The two number 4s coming together there, Manyumba and Danaher. And it's the Leicester player who wins the free kick. Just dropped short, didn't he? Twisted one way, then the other. Wanted to get away from Danaher. Palace player tried to stop that breakaway. Here's Owusu, the goal scorer for Leicester. Up against Fasida, who defended the situation well. Stuart Ajuru has come over towards this left-hand side for the closing stages. Foul and a free kick awarded against Palace. Leicester float the ball in towards the edge of the 18-yard box, and the free kick is given for a foul by Awade. Taken quickly. Into midfield it goes for Lawrence. Lawrence towards Owusu. Across the 18-yard box it goes. Cleared by Palace. Owusu goes back to his captain. Fasida goes infield. Can Leicester get away here? Chuksakoli just looked to try and turn away from Will Lawrence. The ball was moving as the free kick was taken, so Palace will get another opportunity, which Akoli will take. Back to Monk it goes. Headed out of play on that far side. Time running out, just 15 minutes to play. So far, so good from a Leicester perspective. Palace know that there's work required here. In behind, the goalkeeper quickly off his line. Mason read the script nicely. Colangelo Allen had come in from a wide area. Fasida was instantly put under pressure by Owusu. Lawrence now has it. He's been busy in midfield. Keeps hold of it, goes back to the substitute. Palace try to break clear. Danaher battling away. He's done really nicely. He's having his shirt pulled, but he still managed to stay up on his feet. What can he do here, Ewan Danaher? To ground he goes. Should really be a talking to for Riley Carr, the substitute. They've had a real battle, haven't they, today? Manyumba and Danaher. Palace have the free kick. We'll be back with the live pictures shortly. Here we go. Palace TV Plus, bringing you the latest from the East Midlands. Fasida just having a little word with the referee along with Daniel Wade. Danaher moves back into position. Works out to that wide right position. Towards the back post it goes, headed back across goal. Not cleared. Martin goes for goal and puts it just wide of the target. It's a big, big opportunity. It was Moana who won the header as it found its way back to Martin. You could see the frustration etched across his face and his reaction. It wasn't a good clearance in truth. It was a snapshot. He had to take it quickly and he's put it just wide of the target. Referee just being urged to ask the Leicester team to take their regains a bit quicker. They've been doing it all game, in fairness.
Oh, come on.
Little sloppy feet and back, wasn't it? And the opportunity now to break clear. Shifted out towards the Giroud on this left-hand side. It wasn't the best of balls from Stewart. Jacob Fasida had got forward really well there. Needs to try and retreat and get back into position. Just wide, wasn't it, of him? The defender was always going to play for the free kick. Wade tries to win it back, does win it back and wins a free kick for a foul. That's another moving ball. Up it goes towards Angibo. Towards the same player. This time Angibo does win his header. And Martin adjudged to have fouled the Leicester defender. He's not happy with the award of that free kick, Dante Martin. Angibo jumped high, didn't he? The Leicester player's gone to ground, but I think there is a small push, and when that happens, you always give the referee a decision. Okoli heads on in midfield. Leicester coming forward down the left. Palace need to try and get players back into position. Monk comes across. The ball's floated in, it's gone out of play and then back into play. So a goal kick. Palace have tried to be inventive. They've tried to think of the right way to get back into the game as yet. Hasn't quite materialised. The goal kick about to be taken with 9 minutes left on the clock. Just have a little stoppage in play. The Leicester player is back out there now and we can carry on. Referee blows his whistle. Knocked up towards the safe comforts of halfway, but it's going to be Leicester who quickly win it back. Lawrence in midfield. Closed down by Danaher, who's on the ball again. Coley tries to get it out towards Ajuru. What can he do? Tries to get round the defender, and he's done really nicely. Good work, wasn't it, from Southerington? Corden has come on for Colangelo Allen. Joe Corden getting his opportunity to come on for the Leicester number 11. They've used all of their subs with the exception of the goalkeeper now. Out of play it goes. That's going to be a Palace throw, which Fasida will take. Up the line it goes. Angibo goes infield and then gets it back. What can Angibo do here? They get players around you so quickly, Leicester. Owusu, the goal scorer, comes forward. He's got a player running in behind. Monk comes across on the cover. Can't afford to give away a foul. It was Danaher back there helping out and working out, and he's been so good in that regard. But that is going to be a free kick for a foul on Will Lawrence. Inside and then outside the 18-yard box, the substitute. No foul on that occasion, but he just won the ball back from the Palace sub, and then the free kick was awarded. This represents a chance, doesn't it? Looks like Joe Corden straight over that free kick. He is good on set plays. Small in stature, big in heart, they say. Four players in the wall as he just retreats a few steps. You would think he's maybe going to try and go to the side or over the wall. Does have options if he doesn't decide to shoot, but the shot looks on, and he does look to try and bend one over the top of the wall. Puts it wide of the target. Got it up and over okay. But it didn't quite drop quickly enough. Fasida put under a bit of pressure as Palace clear up towards halfway. Again, it's comfortable for the Leicester central defender. That's a Palace throw if it goes out of play. Fasida quick to realise that. Chucks a Coley. Goes back to Moana. Over towards the right side, and then more centrally again. Moana back on it. Thumps that ball forward. Palace maybe needed a little bit more build-up play there. 5 minutes to play. 5 minutes and counting to try and find that equalising goal. Good play in the wide area from Palace. That's a free kick. Clearly fouled, wasn't he, Smith-Phillips? Towards this left-hand side it comes, and Daniel Wade will try and work a crossing opportunity as he got a corner. He's done nicely there, Wade. Could this be, can it be, will it be Palace's moment? Wade did nicely. Went to try and go round Southerington, the substitute. Fasida over this corner. Floats it in towards the near post, towards the back post it goes. Danger still not averted. Monk's there. Angibo looks to try and force it home. The player goes to ground, and you could see that Chuck Sakoli's so frustrated. Dylan Monk might well have hurt himself here. Very brave, wasn't it, the way he threw his head towards it. Certainly got a real whack on the head. Chuck Sakoli and David Angibo both battling away. Coley doesn't feel that the free kick should have been awarded. It's real last gasp defending from Leicester, putting their bodies on the line to hold this slender lead. That will give Palace hope and an incentive that they can turn this around. Danaher plays it forward over the top again. It's a blue shirt that wins it. Back to goalkeeper Mason it goes. He kicks forward long. It flicks off the Leicester player. Moana towards that right-hand side. Smith-Phillips got underneath it. Wasn't able to head the ball on. Lots of coaches and support staff all around that Leicester bench. They'll know that there's still work to do here, but they hold the aces, don't they, leading by a goal to nil and winning a free kick. Coley just needs to try and move away from the ball here and not get drawn into possibly picking up a yellow card. Certainly not with time running out. Referee felt that the free kick was taken a bit too soon. He didn't blow his whistle. He's blown it now. And Leicester won't be in any real hurry. Down the line it goes on that left-hand side. Time running out for Crystal Palace. And the players will be aware of that. Angibo having his shirt tucked there. It should be a yellow card for Adedeji. He is going to be shown a yellow. So the two central defenders have been booked for Leicester. The striker who was replaced, Fletcher, also going into the referee's book.
We've got minute plus added. Don't know what's added yet.
Just over a minute to go. You can hear the assistant referee saying a minute plus added. I don't know how long's added as yet. So he's in the dark, a little bit like the rest of us. But the referee will give that signal as the ball's floated in here. The goalkeeper comes and claims. It's just far too close, isn't it, inside that 6-yard box. Chuck Sakoli's is a face of frustration. Easy, wasn't it, for the goalkeeper? "30 seconds to play of normal time. And then we go into stoppage time at the end of this game. Palace have still got a chance. They've got a free kick. Chuck Sakoli over it. Gives it to Monk. Monk towards that right-hand side. It just runs out of play. We are now in stoppage time at the end of this game. Leicester throw the ball down the line. Comes off one of their own players, so it will be a Palace throw. Forward to Martin it goes. Angibo battling away, as he has done throughout the game. He's gone down, he's hurt here. The Palace number 11. Might get the chance to clear up some confusion here. fell awkwardly, didn't he, Angibo? He's back up, which is good. We've had just over a minute of stoppage time. Referees coming over and wanting the ball. Just moves back into position, so we will get back underway with the goal kick. They couldn't keep it in, Leicester on that far side, so it will be a Palace throw, but time very much up against the visitors now. It's going to be a corner, though. Is this the moment? The last corner created a little bit of confusion. Wouldn't it be lovely to see the Eagles equalise deep into stoppage time? More than 2 minutes will have been played by the time Facida floats this in. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Lots of targets to aim at. Angibo always a threat. Players on the edge of the box too as it's floated in by Facida. It's a real deep one. It's too deep. And it's going to be a goal kick to Leicester. This will be a big win for Leicester City, who will move to within a point of Crystal Palace if they do hold on and pick up the 3 points on offer. We're into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Header won by Chuck Sakoli, knocked into the path of one of the Palace players. A real strong, no-nonsense challenge goes in, but he's fouled the player, and it's a nasty one on Stuart Ajuru. He's on a yellow card, the Palace player. He's been nasty throughout the game, Diallo. Very robust in his decision-making and challenge-making. The referee happy that it's just the awarding of the free kick. And this really is do or die time for Crystal Palace. Stuart Ajuru is over this free kick. He needs to do something special. Leicester holding their line. They're on the edge of the 18-yard box. They're going to be forced to retreat a bit more than that. Going back to about 14, 15 yards inside the box. So it's just outside, isn't it? Round about 20 yards out, this free kick. Maybe a shade closer. Just edging forward now, the wall. Stuart Ajuru over this free kick. What can he produce? Off the right foot he goes. Looks to try and beat the goalkeeper at the near post. And it's a good save from Stretton. It's going to be another corner going Crystal Palace's way. You can hear the Leicester bench just saying that they feel this is enough. But I think the corner will be allowed to be taken. And it is a deep one that's floated in towards the back post once again, kept alive by Moana, but as it goes out of play, you really do get the feeling that this probably will be it. 4.5 minutes have been played now. Can't see the referee extending that too much more. Very deep, aren't they, these corners from Facida? Moana, the central defender, couldn't quite adjust his feet. It went out of play for a goal kick. Just being urged to take it quickly, the Leicester player. Not the best of clearances, though. And still we play on. There could be the chance for Martin to put the goalkeeper under pressure. He gets there and goes to ground, Stretton. And then rolls it out quickly. Happy from a Palace perspective to keep going here. Leicester, though, will have ideas of possibly looking for a second. Owusu floats one across goal and it's dragged wide. You have to think to yourself, he might have done better there, Christian Booth. It all matters none, though. Good defending maybe at the end in any case. The disappointing thing is that Leicester City have won this game in slender fashion, scoring the only goal of the game on 30 minutes. It moves them to within a point of Crystal Palace, who've been beaten in the East Midlands.